Hello, and welcome to my desktop. If you're new to PowerPoint and you don't know where to start, this video will walk you through the basics, step by step. My name is Dr. Denise Buxton, and I help people create presentations that are clear and easy to understand. In this video, you will learn how to use the PowerPoint start screen and interface. This will give you the foundation you need to develop those dynamic presentations that I know you're going to make. So let's get started. The first step is to open PowerPoint. Locate where PowerPoint is on your computer and click the icon to open it. For me, on my Mac laptop, I have PowerPoint pinned in the dock since I use it almost daily. So I'm going to click this icon to open PowerPoint. When PowerPoint opens, you first see the start screen. What you can do here is create a blank presentation. You can choose a template to work from, or you can open an existing presentation. This screen is for starting or opening files, not for editing slides. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to click on the blank presentation. And notice you can either double click on blank presentation or you can click on create to open a blank presentation. So I'm just going to click create. Let's start at the top of the screen learning about the PowerPoint interface. At the very top is the title bar. And starting from left to right, let's take a look at what's located on the title bar. You have the window buttons, the buttons used for minimizing, maximizing, or closing your screen. You also have an auto save if you are working in PowerPoint for very long periods of time. You will probably want to toggle that button on. Next is the quick access toolbar. Those are the small icons at the top. Common buttons here are the save button, the undo button, and the redo button. Now this area is customizable and meant for tools you use often, so you don't have to search for them. In the center of the title bar is the actual presentation name. So when you name your file, it will change here on that area. Below the title bar is the ribbon, which is the most important part of PowerPoint. Each tab shows a different set of tools that you'll use within the program. And the common tabs beginners use are the Home tab, which houses the text, slides, and formatting tools. The Insert tab, which this is where you'll be able to insert pictures, shapes, charts, and videos. The Design tab is where you'll be able to choose a theme for your PowerPoint and slide styles. The Transitions tabs will actually show you effects you can use within your presentation. The Animations tab is where you'll go to find how to bring animation or movement to your slides. Next tab, the Slideshow. This is where you'll be presenting your slides. It has different options for presenting your slides. The Record tab is for recording your PowerPoint. You can record with video or just with audio. The next tool is the Review tool. This is where you'll be able to find spell check and for commenting. The View tab is where you can go to adjust your view of how PowerPoint looks on your screen. There are 3 additional buttons next to the ribbon. The Comments button allows you or others to view or add comments to your presentation. The Record button is a shortcut for recording your presentation. The Share button allows you to share your presentation with others. The next area I want to point you to is the Slides pane. It's located over here on the left side, and you'll be able to see small slide previews from this area. Be able to click a slide to open it. You can rearrange slides by dragging it, or you can add or delete slides. So think of this as your table of contents for your presentation. And now the main area is going to be this area, the slides area. It's called the slide area. And this is the big center area. And this is where you'll be able to actually type text into your slides, insert pictures or shapes into your slides, or you'll be able to apply design to your slide to make it look pretty. And this is the actual slide that your audience sees. So if you want your audience to see something on your slide, you need to place it in this area on the slide here. Directly below this area is the Notes pane. And I'm going to drag this up a bit more. You notice I can drag it up or down just to show you a bit more about it. And on the Notes pane, this is where you'll be able to click to add notes about the slide. Now, these are speaker notes, so only you'll be able to see these when you're presenting. And you can also add reminders or just talking points that you want to say while you're reviewing or speaking about a slide. So remember, the audience does not see this part of your presentation. Only you will see this when you're presenting. Now, if you email a PowerPoint presentation to a client or to someone to review, they'll be able to see the slide note because they'll have access to the entire PowerPoint presentation. Now, let's go over to look at the task pane. Now, the task pane is not visible at the moment. It is only visible when you click on certain actions. If I click pictures and want to look at stock images, it appears on the right side. All right, so I'm going to close back out of that. And I'm going to direct you to the very bottom of the interface. This is called the status bar. Let's review the information that can be found on the status bar, starting on the left. The first thing it shows is the slide number that you're currently working on. In this case, we're working on slide 1 of 1. Next to that, you're able to see the version of the language that the spell check is using to check our spelling in this presentation. So here we have that is using English from the United States or American English. The next item on the status bar is the accessibility checker. As we move further to the right, we see shortcuts to view the notes pane, to access the comments, and also to change the view you are seeing in PowerPoint. There's a normal view, a slide sorter view, and also a reading view. And next to those is a shortcut to enter slideshow mode. The remaining items controls the zooming functions. That's it. That's all you need to know to get started in PowerPoint. And if you want to review this information again, I've created a free resource that highlights what we've covered in this video. It's available on my website, and the link is in the description below. And now that you know where everything is in PowerPoint, there's only one thing left for you to do. Create your first presentation. In the next video, I will walk you through creating your PowerPoint presentation from start to finish. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.